Can I do this while doing something else? Hold on. Recording. Recording. Okay, perfect. Alright, wonderful. So, what do I talk about? I'm talking. It's 8:23 a.m. No sleep. Went on an amazing car ride, okay? Talking about amazing. Talking about 4 live deer and 1 not so live one. Rest in peace. We dodged him, you know. I think that was on the way to the prison. I mean, not to the prison, by it. Yeah, there was a prison. I kind of want to be stopped. I don't know. I kind of want to be stopped. I want him to pull me over so I can leap at him or do something crazy. I don't know. It's wild. I'm having a wild night, you know. I'm in my Domino's gear, dressed in Domino's gear, and they stop me. They go, "Oh, what are you doing back here? You're next to this penitentiary. Are you breaking people out?" I'm like, no, Joe Jerkoff. I'm actually driving in my car. See how there's like a road and it goes by. It goes by. Maybe it's down. I don't know. It had a funny name. I can't say the name. It had a funny name, but we drive by, and, we don't see nothing because it's 3 a.m. And, when you're driving by a prison and there's, like, a little graveyard, and you wonder if there's any old prisoners buried there. So you get out, you take a look. It doesn't seem to be, but then you look at one, and then there is, and then you see it, and, yeah, there's prisoners. There's old dead prisoners buried there, and you just awaken some curse. Then that's, officer, that's why I'm getting out. That's why I'm causing a ruckus in the back of your big ol' lockboxer baddies. But the prison was the only thing that happened. No. What else happened? We turned back. We got far, and we turned back, and we took the normal route home instead of taking the beautiful, majestical, scenic route home, which I'm not sure why. I think I had like a certain goal in mind to maybe get up on top of a hill and scream to the heavens. Why did I get banned off my Minecraft server, off my friend's Minecraft realm, even though I know damn well why? It's because I named that poor skeleton something inappropriate. But that's a whole nother can of worms. But I realized the roads were gonna be rough. They're gonna be rough. So, I turn around. But it was a nice drive, sometimes the journey's sometimes the destination is the journey. And sometimes the journey brings you to a scary little shrine. A local shrine. Everybody loves the shrines. Who doesn't love a shrine, okay? You show up, you light a candle. There's lots of love at a shrine, okay? Feels like a big warm hug at a shrine. And then you go at night. And it's dark. And nothing's illuminating the room but these candles. And it's giving an underglow to Jesus. Jesus gets the real creepy underglow like he's telling a campfire story. And then they nailed me to the cross. Ooh. Then they locked me in a cave, and it was dark and scary, and there were bats in the ceiling. And then you look to the side, you see a vending machine. Okay. You see the beautifully arranged candles. You see Jesus over them, bleeding for your sins, praying for your departed. And then you see the vending machine in the back. LED lights glowing, Aquafina, Mountain Dew. you see Mountain Dew Diet and Aquafina, and that's the only 2 drinks in there. And you start to wonder, man, was he ever with us? Did he come back and maybe maybe he gave some insider knowledge to Monsanto or some sort of, or the Albertsons, the people that own like Kroger and is it Shaw's? Yeah, yeah, the overarchers. Maybe he gave some little, Peter Thiel. Definitely not Elon Musk. You wouldn't touch that guy. Jesus wouldn't touch that guy. He's Jesus has big visions. He's a big picture guy, and Elon, he's kind of, I don't know, he's a big picture guy, imposter. He's the facsimile of a big picture guy. He does big stuff. He has a big rocket, but that's that translates well to how he acts. And yeah, I think I need a big rocket, and yeah, it's very no, it's not phallic at all, but I might give it a name like a penis or something. Huh? Like, I don't know, man. That guy's weird, strange guy. This is new information. This is new stuff you're getting. This is new stuff you're hearing. You've never heard this before. Whoa, Elon Musk, what a character, man. I mean, this shit is revolutionary. And really, why I'm recording this right now is because it's a revolution out here. It's a revolution, and I'm leading the charge, okay? I'm leading the freaking charge. I'm out there with my sword and my shield, and I'm going, hey, maybe we shouldn't be dicks to each other. And everybody else is like, yeah, sure, but I'm poor. And I know exactly who's making me poor. And I'm like, well, I can't argue with that, because I know who's making me poor. I know who's making everybody, all my friends poor. I know who it is. But I can't do nothing. Because I'm tiny. I'm a tiny guy. But that's alright. I'm a little puny tiny guy. That's, I kind of got to cope with that if I ever want to achieve goals or have a family or own a home. And I have to be a little tiny guy, and I have to worm. Okay, there's lots of cracks and crevices, but, you go into the wrong crack, you go into the wrong crevice, there's a cave in, you're stuck there. That's your life. Welcome to your life. 20 years delivering pizzas. Shout out Jimmy. Shout out whoever else, Paul. Shout out whoever else has stayed at a franchise Domino's for upwards of 15 years and found the summoned the absolute courage not to leave. You are not complacent. You are not stuck in your ways. You are perfect as God made you. And you definitely could not have spent your time better. The penultimate feeling that anybody could get is creating shareholder value, and that's bottom line. There's no exceptions to that rule. That's what makes it a rule. It's like a law. It's like a law of physics. Creating money for the company you work for before yourself should be like top your priorities. Like there, and then if you're religious, and then family, friends, go down the list. Except pets, that precedes that too. This little creatures, they're a little creature, And let's start mixing up pets, alright? We're full of hot takes today. Let's start mixing up pets. Dog, cat, or you get a lizard. Oh, you get a rabbit, alright? I want to see a binturong, okay? I want to see the binturong. If you don't know what a binturong is, it's like if a red panda was huge and raccoonish, but like not striped, just kind of whiskery and had a little face. and so it's kind of like a raccoon bear, kind of a little raccoon bear. It'll get at you. It'll get right at you. It'll like crawls on you. It's got this big weird tail. Yeah, let's get one of those. Let's get an anteater. Let's get it. You got ants. Okay, everybody's got ants. Okay. Would your life be bad? Would your life be worse if you had fewer ants? I think it'd be better. I would argue most people, unless unless you have your little ant colony, your ant farm. Shout out that show. Your ant farm, and it knocks it over, and it goes on a feeding frenzy. And you're like, dude, I'm Ants Canada on YouTube. I've been cultivating those ants. That's the only person above the age of 6. No, let's say 8. Above the age of 8 that should have an ant farm is if you're Ants Canada and you're experimenting on them and making them fight and making them kill. Train them to kill. If you have ants, train them to kill. If you have anteaters, train them to eat ants. Train them to kill the ants. That's a hunter killer drone for ants, dude. They get a little like missile tongue. Alright, so binturongs, anteaters, what other exotic pets can we get? Let's think about this for a second. What other exotic pets? There's like the sugar gliders, and I'd say that's not far enough. I'd say create a dammable area and get a couple badgers. Go nuts, you know? We need more rodents. I think people need more rodent pets. And I think people need, like, clusters of them. You get one rat, okay. You name him Remy. You seen Ratatouille. It's good. It's a good movie, folks. It's a good movie. You seen it. You watch it. It's beautiful. It breaks your heart. Makes you hungry. And it makes you feel something for the first time. So you get a rat and you name it Remy. I'm telling you to get 6 rats and watch them fuck and create more, and then watch them get old, and whatever happens after that, whatever happens after that, they get a little tumorish. Okay, first-hand experience, we've seen the rats, they get a little tumorish, but that's okay because they make new ones for you. It's like they're like nanomachines. They're like self-replicating nanomachines. So, that's a good thing. Nanomachines, son. So rats, anteaters, binturong. I just like saying the word binturong, Bint. A little bint in there. Call them binty. I don't want them to be, like, particularly ugly, Everybody loves an ugly pet. I don't love an ugly pet. You bring an ugly pet near me, I'm gonna stare at it. You bring a weird creature, but it still kind of looks cute. It looks like it has a soul behind its eyes. I'm gonna be like, oh, little guy. You bring an ugly pet near me, and it's fucked up and ugly. I'm gonna be, like, cautious, and you're gonna see that, and, it's gonna be a thing, you're gonna cause a thing, it's gonna be a thing. So, we don't want that. We don't want cautious. We want approachable, strange, maybe has a different vibe. We're trying to catch a vibe here. So, let's think less creature, more critter, how we feel about, we should feel good about praying mantis, manti, we should feel good about those. We should feel good about spiders. I'll say it. Okay, I'll say it. A spider or two, because come on, like, they have a niche, they fit in. Sure, people find them gross, whatever. It is, alright, it's in defiance to the thing I just said. Spiders are not pretty, they're not cute, I'm not gonna pet a spider. But, like, in strict, like, observing terms, like, strict Like, once again, Ants Canada. Once again, I'm Mr. Ants, and I have but I'm Mr. Spider, and I have my spider, and I get to watch it like build its house. I give it a house, but then I like, watch it build its house inside of its house. That's cool. Okay, an orb weaver. It weaves me an orb. It weaves itself an orb. It's weaving it for me because I'm getting something out of it. I had an orb weaver underneath this flower pot. This flower pot, he was just dangling. He was chilling, and I named him. I named him something that I felt like fit him, but then I took that name, and in my head I like translated it through like Chinese, and then back to English and then Chinese. So we came up with American Human Male 1000, and I think it fit him pretty well. I know he's out there somewhere because he seemed resilient. Okay, but I had him for about 2 months. Would come home from work, stressful day, and then I'd gaze upon him, and he'd be taking down spotted lanternflies. Those fucking things. Kill them if you see them. Look up a spotted lanternfly after you've looked up a binturong, and kill them if you see them, because they're invasive. You know what that means? That means you get to freely stomp this bug if they're invasive. You don't have to know why that's a problem. You just get to know that that's a guilt-free bug kill. Sometimes you kill a bug, you kill a spider, and it's a little too big, and you think, maybe he had a family or something, maybe he had a couple spider kids. That wasn't the greatest. I should have grabbed the cup and paper. These guys, they're scum of the earth. Wipe them out. Maybe it's propaganda, but I'm falling for it hard, dude. I was taking these things by the wings and throwing them into American Human Male 1000's little orb, into his orb. Yeah. It was, like I said, trying to catch a vibe here, and that was me in the moment catching a vibe. But yeah, free bug kill. That's always nice. It's always good for the soul to kill something and feel like, hey, it's look at a spider. You look at a little spider. You go, it's him or me. That's how it's done. That's how it's done. It's him or me. So, where was I going with this? Oh, yeah, weird pets. I think we're past that. Can we move past that? We've moved past 5 other things. I don't even know what this is. I don't know what to call it. Cast. We're dealing with the cast. Just certified caster here. It's my tome. It's my grimoire. The phone heard me say anteater and is now showing me a video of an anteater. I am scrolling while I'm doing this because I need something to I need a secondary, but it can't be like anything. I think I've just been making myself dumber, and thank God, thank God I'm able to, because if I wasn't able to make myself temporarily dumber, it's probably permanent. Let's be real, it's probably permanent. But if I wasn't able to make myself temporarily dumber, then oh my God, it would just be needles. It would be pins and needles, but in my eyes and in my ears, and my ears would be bleeding, and my eyes would be strained and bloodshot all the time because I'm experiencing reality, and I'm doing it more than you. I'm doing it way more than any of you, and that's fine, You guys just get it easy. Me, I walk a lonely road, The only road that I've ever known, okay? I've walked it. I'll continue to walk it. And without the pin cushion shield in front of my eyes, known as Instagram reels, then it would be over. It would all be over. They wouldn't like, who's they? What am I talking about? I wouldn't be able to cope. And that's a lot of what I do. Listen, I'm a coper. All right. Bad shit happens. And when bad shit happens, people are like, cope. You're coping. That's a cope. And I'm like, yeah. Yeah, what would I do? What else would I do? Sit with it? Appreciate how bad the situation is? Really think about everything all piled on top of each other? No, I think I'll cope. I think I'll rationalize to hell. You ever spend money and then you're like, you get a paycheck or something, and then you're like, oh, it was $130. And I spent $30 last week. So it's like I didn't even spend that money and I just got a free $100. Like, that'll kill you. That shit in a loop, you loop that around a couple times, you repeat that little process in your head, and that shit will kill you. You do it 3 times a day for something crazy. Oh man. Soon enough, nothing costs anything. You have no money, but nothing costs anything. And soon enough, you're destitute. And that's the way to live. You know, there you go. There's another cope. Like, it is the way to live, though. Being broke, being poor. Because it's like being not cool in school. It's like being, like, fat or, like, being poor or any mildly common disadvantage for whatever reason, you know, self-inflicted or otherwise. It gives you so much more oomph. It gives you so much more chutzpah. I'm poor. Oh, I'm rich. Okay, who gives a fuck? Oh, you can afford shit. I have to break shit down in my head. I see the Matrix fall in front of me whenever I'm at a Cumberland Farms, and I'm like, let me get the meatloaf, and I'll have the meatloaf for dinner. I'll get the $9.99 meatloaf, and I'm eating that tonight, and then that'll be it, and that's my human dog food, and that's it. I'm eating lobster tails tonight, and I know you can eat nice without spending too much. I know. Okay, believe me. But it's fun to make fun of people that have more money than me, and it's I think it's very true that if you're just a little down, if you have some stats down, then you get other ones up, you know? To break it down for all my nerds out there, for all my gamers and stuff like that. If you're a little broke, you know, I think it gives you oomph. You walk around, you go, oh, I got no walking around money. What am I gonna do? I drive. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because gas is cheap. Gas and food is cheap. So you drive and you eat. And that's your day. And sometimes it feels real good. Sometimes it's just like, oh, fuck, you know. All the way out here. And I kind of don't want to have to drive home, but it's like, what am I going to do, sleep here? And sometimes you want to sleep there. Sometimes you want to just like, hey, it's not too cold out. It's a little temperate. I threw a grandma blanket back here just for this situation, you know? You wait there, you breathe in the air. It's stale. You crack out a little window. And you just breathe in the air a little bit. And then the cop pulls you over. What are you doing behind the prison?